to thank you for the faith and strength to win the day. Your words bring light, your power never dies and takes my fears away. It's not the hardest thing to do. How can I question you? Throw my life into the fray, let go and live my life your way. Make these changes, make me strong. Lean to His grace to guide you on. Lord, I say from bend and kneel, do what you ask of me.
One of the issues that causes a lot of conflict in relationships is, what about our privacy? What about my privacy? What about yours? As a general rule, when you get married to someone, your privacy isn't as important as transparency. You should share all your passwords, your status, your Facebook, all of your social media. Your partner should be able to get online into your profile page. They should be part of your profile page. When people keep secrets or say, oh, you invaded my privacy, if you're married, you forfeited that. You've sacrificed that. Now, some things, depending on your career, such as a psychologist, you do need to keep records and part of work private, but that's never between you and your partner. What's between you and your partner must remain transparent.
Dream these dreams to make me see and believe what you've got coming. Is it worth our time to fight your right to ask me to obey? It's not the hardest thing to do. How can I question you? Throw my life into the fray, let go and live my life your way. Make these changes, make me strong. Lean to His grace to guide you on. Lord, I say from bend and kneel, do what you ask of me. Oh, oh, oh,
It shouldn't be secret, right? It should be open, because a financial expert gave me the best advice I ever had. He says, Steve, if you're in a relationship with a woman and you all are pooling your money together, every couple should have 4 bank accounts. You have the one bank account where both of you put your check in, and that's your joint account. It pays bills, light, car notes, everything that's a necessity to live. The second account has a savings account where you both agree to put X amount of dollars of that money in it, and it takes 2 signatures to move it. The third and fourth account, she should have her own bank account, and you should have your own bank account. And you decide what money comes out of the pot to go that way. She can do whatever she want to do. She ain't got to check with you and ask, and you can do whatever you want to do, and you ain't got to check with her and ask. Right? And that way, guess what? The bills are paid, you have a roof over your head and a car to drive. You all are trying to save a little bit of money, and you gotta have your own light. Leave that those 2 joint accounts got together, the bill paying one and the savings. Should the man put in more money than the woman into the? Well, here's the deal. I think that the whole checks, your check, my check, should go into the account. I think, no, listen to me. I go somewhere, listen earlier. They both go in the same account. Then the decision is made how much goes into your personal to do what you want to do, and how much goes into my personal to do what I want to do. Okay.
Is it as I pray, make my dreams become the days, like a child from a father's love, guide me as I'm growing up. I'd like to thank you for the faith and strength to win the day. Your words bring light, your power never dies and takes my fears away. It's not the hardest thing to do. How can I question you? Throw my life into the fray like
How good are you at being real? Let me explain my question. I want you to look at yourself and your marriage and evaluate how good are you at being vulnerable, honest, real, transparent. Putting aside your superhero cape for just a minute, how transparent are you to your spouse? Many believe the lie that if you confess your fear, a limitation, or a need, that you are being weak. In reality, the weakness is operating in a delusion and pretending to be something that you're not. A strength of Superman is that he knows what makes him vulnerable. He doesn't pretend that kryptonite has no effect. He acknowledges it and gets help when he needs it. Here's another question. How much do you trust your spouse? I deal with many people who say they trust their spouse completely, yet they hide their innermost self from them and the rest of the world. By definition, this is not trust. You are allowing your fear or expectations to determine your action. Do you ask for help when you need it? I'm not talking about doing laundry or caring for the kids. I'm talking about when you need internal, personal, intimate, emotional help. I find that some people just don't know how. Instead, they act and react to situations hoping to get something, but they don't even really know what they're looking for. Here's the truth. You don't have to know how to fix it. Did you hear that? You don't have to know how to fix your problem. You don't have to know how to fix your feelings or your thinking. Sharing how you feel and what you're thinking with your spouse opens a world of opportunity for both of you to explore the issue. And it creates a discovery of a solution that fits you. One of the sad parts of my job is when I encounter someone who believes they're all alone. That their spouse doesn't care and that they feel, powerless. Often I discover that they have never shared their thinking with the one they say they love. For most people, your spouse cannot read your mind. I say most people because there may be one or two out there. Give them a chance. And oh, by the way, if your spouse opens up to you, you better listen. This may be the one and only attempt that they offer. Believe it or not, it may take great courage for your spouse to open up. Your reaction and your listening behavior and attitude will determine if they ever really trust you again. So, how transparent are you?
and live my life your way. Make these changes, make me strong. Lead to His grace to guide you on. Lord, I say from bend and you'll do what you ask of me. Swing these dreams to make me see.